Thanks for checking back in. This is going to be another video reviewing resources from Chiefpigskin. This one's going to focus on counter and triple option, putting those two things together and ultimately having a modern take on running triple option, but using a gap scheme such as counter tray.
So ended up checking out this video by Derek Leonard on Chiefpigskin because I like gap schemes. I like GT and power, and Coach Leonard ends up talking about why they run GT and power. They run it against any defense. That's one of the reasons he likes it. I do believe if you follow your rules and your down tracks, however you're going to go about doing that, that's something that you can do. It is the same blocking on both GT counter and power from the center to the play side guard to the play side tackle. They're all essentially down blocking. I agree with that. You're going to create a double team at the point of attack, whether that's odd or even front, and Coach Leonard shows some of those. He argues that the center can be smaller, and then he points out it's not zone and it can be run in multiple ways. So goes over a drill, just talks about the putting together the different reads and whatnot, mostly for the quarterback and the receivers, and making sure they're meshing a variety of things. Goes over how he blocks against a 4-2. Again, everyone's working. They're getting a play side double team, and they're ultimately working down tracks to build a wall. Same thing with the odd front. They're still getting a double team, building a wall. And then he talks a lot about turning it into a triple option play by either attaching a bubble or now screen. Includes some a game film, and you can see ultimately they're doing their best to try and take advantage of the fact that there's room on the perimeter. And the game film does a great job of showing that. Talks about different ways of running it, ends up showing some motions and other variations. And then talks about why they choose to use an H or a tight end or a Y off. And the bottom line, it gives them even more options on ways to run both their power and their GT. And talks about the stay call, which lets them run some RPOs. And then talks about actually getting the H or tight end involved a little bit in some RPOs off those things. So check this video out if you like the idea of using gap schemes. Check it out if you like to use triple option concepts from spread formations. Coach Leonard does a great job going over that. And then lastly, you just get to see more ideas for run pass options if you don't necessarily want to run the quarterback. Coach does a great job talking about that at the end, so check it out.
As always, guys, if you have questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Check me out and follow me on Twitter at Coach Klee. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. And if you have anything that maybe requires a longer response, hit me up at coachbrienklee@gmail.com. Thanks as always for tuning in. See you again.